as at now, what's Matiang'i's stand?
Now, Matiang'i, when he came last year from World Bank, his graph was up there.
Yeah.
People were talking about him. People were really eager to hear what Matiang'i has to say every now and then. I remember in one interview he had, the first actually with Citizen TV, there was some hashtag that was trending, Matiang'i speaks. People across the country were like, we want to hear what Matiang'i is saying. Hundreds of thousands were watching online that interview of Matiang'i and Sami Githuku. People were like, this Matiang'i is going to be the president. He's the alternative of William Ruto.
I remember when he was interviewing him at his residence.
Yes. But since then, Matiang'i did not take advantage of the political hype that was around. He did not maintain like Sifuna has done it. Matiang'i decided to do things in his own way. He said, I'll first destroy everything and start afresh.
Like the hard money is.
Yeah. So he started doing things, in a unique way. People expected him to go around the country at that time. No. Then he started, before I go around the country, I first need to make some connection, some bond with the people at the grassroots. Establish my structure, establish the party, then start slowly and rise gradually to maintain the graph. I agree to some extent with him and also disagree, because he could, either way, he could have managed to maintain that particular hype at that time. At the same time, raise his own his own people from the ground. Yeah. But he chose to kill the up one and start afresh. You see, Sifuna has now overtaken him when it comes to the political hype. Though we are waiting to see how Sifuna can be able to be consistent and sustain this particular hype that he has right now. But if he maintains, then Matiang'i somehow will be able to lose something. You get the point? But I know Matiang'i is an intelligent man. Yeah. And he can be able to maneuver things out. And he's not a political amateur the way people might take it. Because he was with Nyachai, they failed. He was with Uhuru Kenyatta, twice they won. He was worked with Raila Amolo Odinga and they lost in 2022. Yeah, I can't just make it. I feel strongly that with all those engagements, Matiang'i must have learned something. Yeah. That can help him at this point.
He has some experience, I believe.
Now, as per to things are today, Matiang'i needs to do something unique. Work hard. Work hard in the sense that Matiang'i needs to start now moving across the country and be aggressive. There's something he needs to fix. His team. He needs to fix his team well and get serious orators. People can be able to campaign for him. Matiang'i is one guy who can come to Keroka here. And then people can forget Matiang'i was in Keroka because of the messaging that he has. He needs to improve his messaging significantly, where he tells the people what they can be able to smile about when they're going home. He doesn't give money. He doesn't mobilize. But if he does what he call giving people the message of hope, people will go home singing Matiang'i. People will smile. People will be like, even if Ruto anatusumbua, we have who? Matiang'i. That is what to lean on. Yeah, a shoulder to lean on. He should be that option. If you listen to Irungu Kang'ata speak, there's a speech he made recently in Homa Bay. He said, okay, I don't want to refer to that here. I don't want to paraphrase because it can't come out best the way he put it. Yeah. But he spoke like a leader we need in this country. That's the messaging Matiang'i needs to embrace. Read more on how to speak to people, reach out to many people, and allow himself to be managed well so that he can be able to speak a lot of sense to the people. Right now, if Matiang'i speaks, rarely can you get what Matiang'i has said, unless it's about Gusii region. Rarely can you get, hey, Matiang'i amekuja, but amesema nini? You get the point? Nini Matiang'i amesema? So that kind of a struggle people have on getting what Matiang'i is saying should not be there at that level of a presidency. You know, when Trump was preparing for an interview, Trump could take even 2 weeks to prepare for an interview.
Before he attends it?
Yes. Well coached. By the time he's going to attend the interview, he's sharp and he's sure of what he's doing. And you can all tell that Trump won because of the messaging he had when he was vying for president in the US. Yeah. You get the point? So that's why Matiang'i should embrace seriously his messaging. Secondly, about rallies. Matiang'i should now be moving across the country. I heard him say here in Gusii he's going to Turkana, he's going to northern part of Kenya, he's going to the coast region again, he's going to Kambani. That is what we expect of him. So I don't want him just to go there. I want him to go there and do something, say something, tell those people a message of hope, so that when he leaves, people will be like, Matiang'i was here. Mtu ameshiba because Matiang'i ameongea vizuri. You get the point? That's what he needs to do. Also, Matiang'i had the youths before. Right now, he's not having the youths. He needs to do something to have people, especially the youth, around him. That is what made him popular at that particular point. Once he embraces the youth on board, Matiang'i is done. He'll be able to go far because youths can market you automatically. So far, Matiang'i needs to improve on that. But I want to tell him one thing, simple thing. He has the party now. He has Uhuru Kenyatta. He's very lucky. Because Uhuru Kenyatta can fund his campaign. Even if he does not give money directly, he can be able to connect him with the billionaires who can be able to fund his campaign. He can get international connections from here to all, even the US, UK and stuff.
Yeah.
And Matiang'i can be able to get that protection as he does his campaigns. You know, we all know this country. We are somehow going through what we call neocolonialism.
Yeah.
We are colonized indirectly in such a certain way. Yani we are colonized through Africans.
Indirect colonization.
What we really need is that tukiwa hata kama tuko colonized, tunaishi vizuri, maisha iko sawa. The cost of living is actually someone can afford. Yeah, it's affordable. So the fact remains that Matiang'i has some good things that he has. He has Uhuru Kenyatta, and he can get Mount Kenya do not hate him. Mount Kenya do not hate him. He can get Mount Kenya votes. If you look at also, Moi family is now pending somewhere. They are likely to come to the one-term team. They can also support Matiang'i. You get the point? So that appeal Matiang'i has can be able to propel him going forward. The other thing that he has, which we don't know whether Kenyans will use in 2027, is the track record, where people can sit down and say, Matiang'i has done this and that, now let's vote for him. He has that. And you know, let me tell you, that's what makes Matiang'i the best in the opposition. William Ruto is going to put the 2027 campaign to be about track record. He brings Talanta Stadium. He brings Ridoni Mau Summit Road. He brings the roads he has done a few in Nairobi. He brings the stadiums he has built across the country locally. What will you bring in the counter of William Ruto as a leader in opposition? So there must be somebody who has track record to counter Matiang'i, to counter William Ruto at the ballot in the campaigns. Nilifanya hii nikiwa education.
But what if he says he funded his people to do it?
No, what I'm just saying, either way, we need a counter.
We need accountability,
Yeah.
of course, but you see there are some MPs who've done a couple of things. When it comes to political times, Ruto might claim he is the one who funded those. What do you think about that?
It happens.
Yeah.
William Ruto is always coming to launch CDF things, county things, and he says the one who has done it. That one is likely to happen. But remember, when it comes to the presidency, your competitor is what you are going to compare you with.
Yeah.
Imagine Ruto and Matiang'i.
When you stand in that interview toe to toe.
Imagine. Kwa interview wamesimama wawili. Matiang'i will destroy him.
Yeah.
Do you get the point? Matiang'i will destroy. Matiang'i is presidential. Ruto is the president, but is yet to be presidential.
That's the point I wanted you to come out clear.
Yeah. Ruto is not presidential like Matiang'i. Matiang'i is a bit calm.
Yeah.
He's organized. He can be able to speak. So what we are anticipating is that if the opposition will be able to see that, they can support Matiang'i. Matiang'i, apart from track record, is nationally accepted. He's not politically aggressive, but nationally people know Matiang'i.
He's the first bullet that went out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nationally people know Matiang'i. He can be able to do. If you go to Kuala, you'll find Matiang'i's mark. If you go to Malava, you'll find Matiang'i's mark. Even a yellow bus itself, it's Matiang'i's mark.
It's Matiang'i's mark.
So I think Matiang'i has that national acceptance and that perception people have towards him that he's a performer. So being a performer, William Ruto will have a hard time to counter him. Remember, Ruto has done so many things. Right, left and center. Housing, his projects, affordable houses, his SHA, what, need. But Kenyans are still yet to see him as a performer. But Matiang'i, with the docket he had, people know him as a performer. So William Ruto, either way in 2027, he will not be a performer unless he's brought a failure to compete with him. You get the point?
Yeah.
So Matiang'i needs to do a few things to just add on what he has as his strengths to just finish William Ruto.
Okay.